Now the microphone's on, would you like to tell the folks why you're ready to unalive yourself? Because you can't say the other word, because that YouTube will instantly flag that. Just because I reminded you that this came out, that this game right here came out in 2013. Last played at 2014. Boy, if I didn't already have the achievement for playing 5 years later. God, remember that achievement? Play for the entire duration of a Tuesday? That's fun. Hey, you know what other game has that? The Ultra Deluxe Edition. I'm glad to keep it on for the entirety of another Tuesday. It's great. I love it. Honestly, I don't even think I have to do that. I think I can fiddle with the time here. Go offline and set up the time there. But anyway, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Taking that Sonic break. For now. Let's turn on some volume here. The volume's already on. Never mind. That's right. Hey Zach, what screen? Choose a screen of subtitle language. Which one of those speaks to you the most?
English usually.
Oh, not Dutch.
Please pick a blah 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 blah.
Have you played the Stanley Parable before?
No.
Yes.
You have fun.
Please adjust the slider. Good enough for me. Good enough for y'all. Good enough for me. Please enter the current time. It is 7. Whoops.
Oh, that's what I gotta do.
57. Close enough. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. And here we are. And just like before, it's all continuing throughout the computer screens there. Remember this? This is fun. Check it out. Field of view. We. Do we want large subtitles or regular subtitles?
Large and in charge.
Like
That's medium.
large or very large?
I like them
How blind do we think the audience might be? Also, I guess I should set that back to, what was it, 75? Yeah.
This is a story of a man named Stanley.
Indeed it is. On borderless. Yup. Yup. Alright, let's begin the game. The end is never the end, 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 it's never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley
Don't worry, I'll go and find something better.
Copyright claim.
Employee number 4.
Because of the ending theme, live and learn.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Oh, look, it's us.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee
Milliseconds.
427 did every day of every month of every year. others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Hell yeah,
Something
brother.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
He came to work.
Shocked, frozen.
During
suspense,
COVID.
Stanley found himself unable
He
to
came to
move
work
for the longest
during
time.
COVID.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Or you could just sat there.
Nope.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now,
I
Stanley
hate
thought to
Mondays.
himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours
Can't
passed,
jump.
then days.
Got my first
Had
achievement.
years gone by, he no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Reminds me so much
Now
of
it's just a little bit closer.
Douglas Adams.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Well, I mean, it's all satire.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly
Okay.
5 clicks.
Yeah.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
Doing
I'd
it.
say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Good old goddamn night, narrator.
Do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Got all night.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Okay.
I want to see commitment, a willingness
you
to go
got?
all the way, no matter what the cost.
I can
Why don't
commit.
you
Let's go.
Put 20 clicks into door number 417. Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You got it. Wait a minute. Wait. Ah.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
You got it, Chief. Said 410, right?
No.
What door?
That said 4. I don't know what door it said now. $417.
Again?
Like,
Now, back to door number 437.
Got it. 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
What? Where? Here.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Really feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Now go climb on Employee 419's desk.
Oh, anarchy, let's go. Wait. Wait. Wait, how do I?
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
You got it. We're doing it.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
He's so excited.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we did it. Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just
Yes,
think,
sir.
only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you thinking?
I was thinking I'd like an achievement. Who farted?
It was me.
Oh.
Oh.
I've done it. Wasn't there a way to jump out the window? I thought there was a way to jump out the window.
There is, I don't know about.
Pretty sure that was an ending at one point.
Probably. There was a lot of things with this game.
There sure were. Yeah. Input was received. Just wasting electricity. How wasteful. See that?
Sure,
No.
I'm glad everybody went remote.
Yeah. Think of all the power saving here. I like how I'm trying to sprint and it's like, oh right, there's no sprint. This is it. I hate Mondays. Anyway, here we are.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No. You know what? We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. Hello? Hello? Lovely paintings on the wall. Hello?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Assaulted
Stanley
in a
decided
whiteboard
to go
manager.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Graphs, yes. You see, according to this graph right here, it says that you're a bitch.
That's right.
And on this graph, it says how much of a bitch you are versus how much of a bitch you could be, and overall, how much of a fucking bitch everything is. I don't know. Anyway, broom closet, hey.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I live here now. I like it here. Got broom.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Yeah? You sure about that? Alright, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoop. Executive bathroom. Because the boss knows that is what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Rick Ross the boss?
You know, difficult orders to find a t-shirt that's appropriate at looks to wear to the hospital.
Don't worry. I'll go get me a #1 dad shirt or something.
How about
Some fucking
a
New Balances.
I don't give a fuck if you're offended shirt? 'Cause that's pretty Zach.
That's plenty of those. They say Jesus loves me and my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
well,
wrong with that?
it's true.
Jesus.
Like the gun being held to that panda there.
Fuck Poe.
Mail of Poe. Business strategy.
Kill Poe.
That's it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
You want some
of
Maker's
any
Mark
human
here?
life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Did it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Sure is dark in there. Now you can't be playing on your phone.
Descending deeper into
We're
the
streaming
room,
this just for your
Stanley
special little
realized
ass.
He felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in
I was
his
trying to
chest,
see if it
as
said
though he
anything
felt
about, like,
more
what was
free to think for himself,
different.
to question
There's new
the
endings
nature of
and
life.
extra
Why did
content.
he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go
The thing
unanswered
is,
for long.
I wouldn't even know the difference between what's extra and what's not because there was so much shit in the first one.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Perfect.
And again, talking about games we ain't played in a decade or at least close to. This one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Push the button.
I mean, I already did, but yeah. I'm guessing go to this platform and press the button. I'm pretty sure there's a way you could, like, fall to your death here, I think. I don't remember. Maybe right there? Where the cigarette butts are? You know, you have one more smoke, then you go, whee! Hello? Hello? Hello?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, what's up with that? I've got
234.
234 screwed up. What's up with that? Yeah, that's my office.
Wow.
That's crazy. Anyways.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only
Yes.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Yes.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I feel like there's something here. I just don't know what. Door. Is there a number 4?
Maybe.
No?
Maybe right over there.
That's a 5. Number 4. Number 4. Just out of curiosity. Number 4. You? No. It's dark in there. Lord. Number 4 up there. Yes. How the hell? Oh, there's a set of stairs back here where I can barely damn see. It ain't much better on that screen. What? There's stairs in front of me. Ascend.
There's like a gate block.
I can't see that. I'm blind. Alright, fine. We'll just go ahead and kill the power. Unless... No, okay. Code. More code.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright.
Yay!
We did it. This is through commentary on video games.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I want this guy to narrate my life.
Yes. He
Or
had
Morgan
won.
Freeman.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere
Maybe Jack
moments
Black.
away. And yet, even as the immense
He'd make it
door
fun.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where
Lots.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Or how to feel.
whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that
Yay!
was all
Now we're in
he
Fallout
needed to know.
76.
It was perhaps.
Nah, that's a lot prettier than Fallout
worth
76.
knowing.
And by
Stanley
prettier, I mean
stepped
not as
through the open
Fallouty.
door.
Whatever. Whatever, Trevor.
Brave new world, here I come.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And we hope you are too. Thanks for coming tonight.
And
Thanks
right
for
back to
watching.
the office.
Yeah. Beat the game. That's it. Beat the game. And we're back.
Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
That
he
one's like
simply missed
a bright
moment.
green phone. Also, how come
No
it's
matter how hard Stanley looked,
I mean-
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
it's different? Wow. Wow. Any other computers I could have messed with? Like that one. And there's that one I already played with. Unbelievably wasteful. Be my Valentine. Is it already Valentine's Day?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Right.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, drink. Bullshit.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Well, it's a beautiful painting. Look at that.
Right.
The detail.
Yep.
It's great.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected
talking about?
poorly on his overall personality.
What are you talking about?
Possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh shit, it's real. Everyone's gone.
Damn. Look, there's a notepad.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But
Yeah.
when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What are you talking about? Listen, we got all day. It's only... I guess that's supposed to be almost 10 o'clock. Even for a minute hand, that's... Or an hour hand, that's like really short.
Looks like it's 11:20.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, never mind. I see it. Haha. I only saw the small part of the minute hand. Stop judging me.
I can judge nobody.
Good. I'm judged enough as is.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
No!
Just open door on his left to
The
get
room!
to business.
Drafting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Penalty misuse, penalty for jumping off the cargo lift.
Jump on that chair.
I can't jump at all.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've got something here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can hurt you, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Kinda.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Well,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of
Danger.
this, but I really
Danger
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
What?
it. Let me
Yeah.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. What you got? I mean, you did let me enjoy clicking the door. What you got? Where are we
Now,
going?
listen carefully, this is important.
Uh-huh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
You son of a bitch. You know I'm colorblind.
Light door open on your right? No, that sucks.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Yes.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
The void?
Yep.
I thought I was supposed to avoid the noid.
Going to the multiverse.
Oh.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is almost as good as Butts VR.
It's colorful. It's pretty. This just makes me want to go to a planetarium.
Same. When we were in Greensboro, they actually had a planetarium there. And they had like a...
We have a planetarium here.
Yeah, but listen. They had like a thing that was some sort of like the stars, and it was like narrated by Mark Hamill. I was like, man, that'd be cool.
I thought we had something like that here.
I don't know. But anyway, they only played it like 2:30, so I was like, I don't feel like waiting like 2 hours just to watch that.
I vaguely remember having something like that in elementary school.
Well, yeah, we had a planetarium, but it wasn't narrated by him.
I couldn't tell you who it was narrated by. I was just
Yeah, it was
fascinated.
narrated by whoever was fucking doing the tour.
I was about to say I was just too busy being fascinated by, space. Kind of like how I still am today. Like when we saw the SpaceX satellites, I was like, ha. Well, as chill as this makes me, I guess we're gonna have to go. I guess. That almost looked like an eyeball.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Well, what do you mean? Look, it's a picture.
There you go. Visit website.
What'd you do, Google it?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
News to me, but okay. Guess we got a pair.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Should I jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Nah.
Yeah.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Jesus. I can't go back to what I was before. Damn, dude. You good? You want to talk about it? As I hit the
Stanley,
floor?
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
I mean, I literally paid for this game twice, dude. I have to say I like you in the game. I just got other things to do. Yeet!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
This
Well,
is the
this
Hopkins
one is
Planetarium. It's currently not open.
Lame. Also, narrator's being real sad right now.
I'm glad.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit got dark.
2019 is when they said that they were getting new projection technology.
All of his co-workers
alright.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello? Did I miss a computer somewhere? Where's the computer that's telling me to put in an input? Were you back here? Did I miss you?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Huh. Alright then. Hey, that guy's playing solitaire. How do I get on that
Stanley
side?
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You don't advance the story in any way. Fuck off. Oh!
New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello? Hello? Oh?
Uh-oh.
We riding. Oh. We just scrolling by ourselves now, huh? Okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More
delighting
games.
audiences the
Smiley
world
face.
over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Someone just like kills you.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Like it turns into some
I'm
kind of
very
Five Nights
excited
at
to see
Freddy's
the
ass
thrilling
shit.
new Ultra Deluxe content.
Turns into what Security Breach should have been.
Not trash.
Okay, so far it's an
I mean, everyone knows at this point that
I'm
game
sure it's just the beginning
had
of
trouble
an
development,
exciting
right?
adventure.
Well, if they would have just let old Scott alone.
Well, fuck him. He had opinions.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never
Go out the
been
top like
more
Willy
ready.
Wonka.
Let's do it.
Also, I'm fine with everyone having their own opinions. But what happened to Scott was
Initial
bullshit.
impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Mostly
In this current world, we
It's
have
as if
people
them-
that attack
Oh,
Dave Chappelle.
let's see the content.
And you know what
Show the
happened to him?
content,
He
Stanley.
get fucked up like Mojo Jojo.
The fuck beat out of him.
The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. I can do it.
Yeah, you know you jump.
I can't jump outside the circle anyways. The circle gives me power.
Can you not? Can you jump from in the circle to out of the circle?
Ooh, nice. Oh. Break the system. Break the law.
Fucking rude.
I'm a real dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's it.
That
That would also be funny. I would also appreciate that.
I mean, this is satire basically of re-releasing a game with the promise of new content, and it's like
Another elevator. Stanley,
That's
I
it.
have to say, initial impressions of this game are not
again, this game's very
It's
tongue in
just
cheek.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
Facts.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Bust out the Twitter, canceling them.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Damn, they don't give you any option. Just let you just fucking do it.
Hello. Hello? 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 I hate Mondays.
Stanley, come over
Yeah.
here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay.
He's gonna show you his weenus.
Dude, we was all rubbing weenuses earlier. It was crazy. It's a wild time in my pharmacy. coffee nut screwdriver.
Woo! Did you die?
Maybe.
Damn it.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just
Bold.
our little secret. Take a
Bold,
look.
considering they're the ones that made this game. Oh my god, it's Elden Ring. It's not quite Elden
I
Ring.
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing
newest
all
level in
my favorite
Sonic.
memories, so I can relive
Memory
the
Zone,
peak
Act 1.
experiences of my life
Dun dun
whenever
dun
I want.
dun dun dun
Experiences
dun dun.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yeah? The Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Look, 2013. Memory Zone Temp. Yeah. Look, 2013. Ah, the original remake. God, look at that Firefox page.
It's Firefox.
It's an old browser. Good times. There's me. There's the office. There's the room with all the monitors. There's where we had to make our decision. Let's begin again. British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded to Stanley Parable. Take that, The Last of Us.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's why I was laughing.
Independent Games Festival Audience Award to Stanley Parable.
Nice.
And the collector's edition of the Stanley Parable.
Indoors monthly.
Yeah. It's like I'm really there.
It's like I'm walking through oblivion.
The greatest wealth is memory.
Saying mine's fucking gold.
Yeah, right. And loving memory. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. Oh, look, a vinyl. Or a CD.
I was like,
I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain went immediately to vinyl. I'm sorry. Is that supposed to be my first dollar?
sure.
Mr. Krabs? Is this your first dollar?
Hang on. Go back to the dollar bill.
Yeah?
That's a 2003 series. Trash. You could have kept it with 2013. Keep going.
I'm not surprised that you know this.
It says it right there.
Oh, shit, you right.
2003.
I
Jeez.
wasn't paying attention.
I'm not that fucking good.
You could be. The Stanley Parable demo. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. Hey, I got both of those.
It's impossible to get that achievement.
The Game Innovation, the British Academy Awards.
Nominee.
Nominee.
Yeah, turn back to the
debut
right.
game.
Shit, you're in here. Beta.
Shit. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth.
Hey, 17th of October.
50% off designer hat.
I actually started telling Sarah that we got married on my favorite video game's release date. 7 years after release.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Why is Stanley on the ground?
Human fall flat.
Why is Stanley dead? In loving memory, little Stanley. Oh, it's a hamster. Oh, hamster. Soundtrack, I was like, the fuck is that? What if I want to sit on the bench and just admire this view?
You got me on this one.
I feel like I'm getting copyright struck right now. I mean, there's the piano, but I don't see the singer. Unless I'm singing.
You are. This is your voice. You can sing in French.
Is it in French? Honestly, I'm not listening to it. Wow.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be
They
every
really just, like,
game
screen
ever
grabbed
created."
this.
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I'm sorry, it just threw me really fucking off when he was like, it's Skyrim, it's Persona 3. Like, excuse me, narrator. My immersion. It's becoming too real. Portal? Okay.
Yeah.
This game start off as like a Portal mod? Minecraft? Okay. You were now playing, or you were playing the Stanley Parable, yeah? Uh-huh. Birds again. Top 10 memories. Person of the year, me, but blurred. Look, it's little me and a lady. Okay.
That's one of the fucking game making things.
Yeah.
What's downstairs? What's downstairs? Don't do it. No, what's downstairs? Turn around.
But memory zone maintenance? Okay. Maybe it opens back up once I explore in here. Yeah, it's never the. Oh, no, okay. People play games because what they can do inside them. And your game is very good in letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Alright.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It
Oh,
didn't
it's
need
perfect
anything
to me,
else.
it's not.
It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
It's gonna be
To
even
spend
better.
the
Like,
rest
if all
of
this new
time
content is
collecting
literally
dust
just it
in the
going through
hallowed halls
reviews.
of beloved video game memories.
It's just like,
Well, allegedly there's a shit ton of new endings too, so I don't know. I don't know. Carpet textures. Yeah.
missing coworker scenario. Funny.
Huh. Bicycle? Bicycle. Your number is 29. The serious room.
Stanley Parable tie.
Would you wear a Stanley Parable tie?
Sure.
That door's back open.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Yeah? Ooh. It opened.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Soda. Give me a drink. Steam reviews.
Oh no. God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews
boy.
were as well, weren't they?
You don't want to know. Don't do it. Oh, I see the thumb down already.
It's mine.
Dude, I would probably feel so fucking awful if I did a review and then this got put on blast. Bug Livia, they had to ask first before they're like, can I use this?
It's a public review.
That's true, but damn, like, in 2018 too.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
I just imagine
The narrator is
people,
obnoxious and
because
unfunny,
it's the internet,
with his humorous
coming
dialogue
after these
proving to be
people.
more irritating
Like,
than
fuck you,
entertaining.
the Stanley Parable is free.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of
There's a
profound
positive one right there.
philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, it's raining. Oh, boy. Can I drive one of these forklifts? Oh god, no, the reviews, they're getting wet. I like how it's the negative ones that are sticking out the hardest.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can
Preachy?
tell me I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite
No,
shocking for
you
me.
good, fam.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it
Noodle shaft?
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, you're good. It's good. I like it. Fuck people. People suck ass.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
That must be awful light. Oh, God. I've broken it. I've done it. I've broken it. Okay. You gonna... No? Okay. Sir, is this it?
Yep, just a big old skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming
Got it. Okay.
so forth, until inevitably,
I was interested
we
in your
all
stuff
the
until
end
you
of time,
blew.
Don't fall
at
for
which time everything all
Trap.
at once. So now you
I wonder
see.
if the time's
blah,
actually
blah,
gonna
blah,
change.
blah,
Hold on.
blah, 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 blah,
So
blah,
it's,
blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be
112
just
now?
yet. No, until 245.
113?
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly.
Oh, it did actually.
You were
Yeah,
only frozen
it actually
in time
moved.
For a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me
It's
to
a
deliver
few minutes,
a long,
that's-
rambling
yeah,
monologue full of
5 minutes.
unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it
Oh,
was
sorry, there's a
perhaps one
Half-Life
of
2
my
mod.
more profound
That makes
such
sense.
ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Right.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
like for,
Manifesto.
or subscribe
Treatise.
for.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
There was an achievement if you
Well, there,
let it run for
sport.
20
You
minutes.
really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute
let's
I
get
start
another
to go
10
off on
minutes.
a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the working of their Steam review, or at least
Get
change some
fucked,
of the
Cookie
words.
9.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam
Are you
will
being called
instantly
for?
run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change.
I can't tell if she's
their review,
fussing at the
such
cat,
that
the
features
dog,
can
or
be
yelling for you.
used. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history
Since he's not
of
here, I'll
all
take his
media
spot.
ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect.
It's a pretty good
the
review.
Perfect review. It's the review.
I'm not
I
sure what it's a review of, but I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful. I have to experience this just one more time.
Uh-huh.
From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to
Okay,
describe the
so-
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe?
Skip.
Such a... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30
I was supposed to say it was
or 40
almost an
minutes.
hour.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a
The
door
fuck?
that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear
Yeah.
there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here, Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Um. Y'all, you like stuff? What about things? Yeah, I like stuff and things. They're pretty neat. I was looking purple for a second there. It's like, whoa. Thought it was coming back. Zach, not the narrator. I don't think the narrator's coming back. The door's cracked.
Have you really just been sitting here?
He said he'd be right back.
Skip button.
He said he was gonna go look for a door. He hasn't come back yet. Say the door's gone.
That's wild.
Okay, it's been a few. I guess I'll. Told me not to hit it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
What?
You've just been frozen there.
Oh.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley,
Yeah.
the door is gone. It's completely gone.
I've
I've
noticed.
looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. Well,
I'd love for Cookie Nine to like reach out.
here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone. And that I had the power to prevent it all from happening if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, I know you too well. You'll be leaving me again. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
There's the
Why
loop.
was it so important for me to fix the problem? Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, that water,
goodness.
that plank
I have
needs some
someone
water.
to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe
We're having an
I'm not
existential
just a
crisis
fiction.
now.
I see that.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decay. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see
Yeah.
what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Okay. Like,
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment, and I felt free. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Yeah? I'm gonna click. Hello? Guy? Did the narrator die?
Yes.
He might have died. Like the plant. There's something. What is that?
Nothing.
I meant the sound. Sounds like somebody dragging a chair down a long hallway. The motion detector went off. The clock's falling off the wall.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amuse them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It was...
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention anymore. Yeah? Nothing? I heard water drip. Thank you.
Damn it.
There's some water damage happening.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I think he's gone crazy.
End is never the end, 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 is never the end.
How's that?
End is never the end, 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 is never the...
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's water damage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's really bad water. Oh no. You might want to patch that up. You might want to. I mean, the plant. Oh, see that? Now you're just gonna need to get a contractor out here. That's fucked up. And yet I still can't see outside.
Damn. Why?
There still was never a way out. Life has found a way. It's beautiful. Look, we have food. We can survive. at these flat images of berries. It's beautiful.
The Last of Us parable.
The Last of Stanley Parable. Okay, and it's gone. Alright,
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
I don't know if that was supposed to be wind howling or...
Why? Skip. Oh. Death Stranding?
I was supposed to say, did we skip so far into the future? I guess the guy died and our narrator died. And is this where we are now? What happened to the Earth? Did it get glassed? What happened?
Yes. Somehow the Earth got like destroyed except for your
My shelter?
shelter, which I mean to be fair, look at the thickness of
That do be dummy thick.
it. It's right on the front.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
All right. That.
All of his
Content
co-workers
room.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
I
to a
mean,
meeting.
it gave us some
Perhaps
good
it
chunk of
was
content
Stanley.
there.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So, how do you feel about looking up some endings?
You can figure it out.
Damn it, woman. That's the
Stanley
funny
went
number.
around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
New content. Di-
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yeah?
Just the same.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
New
entirely
mug.
new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in
Time
so
to
many
wake up.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
Taste the
catchier than
sequel.
Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Bunch of twos.
Yep.
Off-paying K.TGA. Sticky notes. Okay.
New
New
mug.
mug. Still can't see the other side of that. Maybe it's this. Never underestimate a coffee enjoyer with who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room.
Funny. Fucking stupid.
Playing hard in that too.
Blue eyes. Cool red section of the chart.
Wow. All right, brain people, watch out. The hell? Ah! Hold on.
Two Stanleys.
We need someone to take a picture of the back of us. This is it. This is the thumbnail right here. Oh, shit.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Yeah?
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, which is Arkham City, Divinity 2, Doom 2, Aladdin. Ew, really?
Hey, shut your mouth.
Return to Jafar was.
You know what? You trashed it.
They didn't even get Robin Williams to come back as Genie for that one. He came back in 3. Prince of Thieves movie. Dark Souls 2. Oh, now you get a fact check me, huh? Go for it.
Aladdin franchise.
Crows, crows, crows. That's who made this game. Crows, crows, crows.
I liked both of them.
I mean, I liked the King of Thieves. Anyway, this way to the
Look,
show
it had
floor.
Gilbert Godfrey. That's all that matters.
You right? It had Gilbert Godfrey. Because it was in 2 where, you know, Iago was like, fuck you, Jafar, I'm good now. New content bus. New features. 2! Check it out. Stanley Parable 2. Check it out. It's the reassurance bucket.
And look, I mean, he apparently voiced the
Go
robot
on,
devil,
try out some of the new features.
Yeah.
but he voiced the genie as well.
I didn't say he was a bad voice actor. I was just like, why didn't Robin Williams come back for that? It's kind of weird. God damn it. Okay. I'll play. Wrong way. It actually takes you to the StanleyParable2.com.
No shit. That's great.
Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Now at Expo Hall 2. The sad part is, if they actually made some of those shirts like real merch, people would buy it. There's a YouTube video. Oh, wow. Office decorations, Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Excuse me? Hear your name in the game. Alright, I'll bite.
For the Stanley Parable 2,
Gotcha.
I asked myself,
Probably
what do
get pissed
players
off.
really want?
With
Of
Disney?
course,
No.
the first
Yeah,
and
and then
most
that's why they
obvious
didn't come
answer
to
is that
third
they
and
want to
fourth.
be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Can't wait for it to not work.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just
All right.
play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Yeah.
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay. What's up, guys? Big Jim here. We got Jam here. We gonna play some Stanley Parable 2 where it's gonna say our name. Here we go. Holy shit! What?
What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay. Oh shit! It does know me.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a
Dude,
break from
I'm
Jim.
throwing my
I'm
wallet
sure
at the
this
screen
will
right
take
now.
away
Hold
all
on.
of this personal validation.
That was actually my wallet. Good thing I haven't replaced it with one of those fancy new wallets yet. That still could take a beating. Anyway, what am I doing? Pressing the button again?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
What are we talking about? I'm Big
Putting the
Jim.
button away. Otherwise,
No!
you will start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Got one more in there.
So now what are you doing?
I just wanted to Jim it up, man. You know me, Big Jim. Guess I'm going back. Damn it. I was hoping it would be like Jim. You know what I mean?
What have been amusing?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's what
I remember that.
like,
Yeah,
doing that, but I don't remember like
the
laughing
baby
very
is
long.
all grown up. Jump circle, infinite hole.
Reassurance bucket.
There's just so much to look at here.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair.
It's a
in those
stool.
who played
I
it.
swear to God, from back here, I was like, is that a fucking visual boy?
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Do you see what I'm talking about, though?
It's the
I
Stanley
can understand
Parable
that, but I'm not
reassurance
blind.
bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Bullshit, I'm consistently afeared.
If you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
But
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me
I want it.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
a little bit.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All
Truly they do.
await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Hell yeah.
Neat.
Bucket.
I feel reassured.
That's why I'm like down here now. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm taking the bucket with me. Fuck you.
Put that in your bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't
You
already.
should sell that bucket in the store.
They should. So.
Does it say collectibles over there? To your left? To your right? Just through the little tunnel? Not that way. Not that way. To your left. Towards that big dude. Big Stanley.
Big Stan. Oh my god. Oh, we are here. This map. Free achievement. Q. Oh, that's outside the map. I just want to get the free achievement.
Ah, Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
That's actually very creepy.
Neat.
Oh, was that it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I feel judged for my collections now.
You should.
Are you collectible? Wait, are you a free achievement?
Goes that way.
Oh, I received an achievement. No more stuff. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
This is bullshit. The bucket's gotta do something, right? The bucket can help me get the achievement.
Reassures you.
It reassures me that there'll be an achievement eventually. I don't know if my clicking's actually doing anything for it or not. Are you looking it up? Why? I want my unachievable achievement. Good one to shit right now. Stanley, not Stanley Parable 2. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe achievements. All 6 of the action figures, then completing the unlocked epilogue. Found in the warehouse to the left, where the lift, there'll be a plank of wood you can climb leading to a small path of planks, which is figurine on the... Is this all in like the right... Yeah, the rest of the figurines are throughout the rest of the game.
Yep. Yeah. Why would they put them all here? That wouldn't be very new and exciting.
Alright. Then collectible hunting I will go. Listen, I'm 100% at the first Stanley Parable achievement-wise. I gotta do it for Ultra Deluxe.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No! It's bullshit.
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and
Happy 12th birthday,
which
step
would you
niece.
go with?
No screenshots.
The internet has ruined that for me, though.
12th birthday? Really?
Just the step part. Forget that part. The 12th part.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, Stepniece, it is.
Thank you, narrator. Do a screenshot.
But we're gonna get kicked out.
And
Okay, I thought it was F11 for some reason. And now they're everywhere. Now they're
Or
everywhere.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. How's your asshole feel?
scratched.
Yeah. That's the exit. Epilogue. Well, settings world champion. The fuck? The fuck? Oh, 344? What's that supposed to mean? Art. I mean, I'm reading that map right?
Nope.
What do you mean?
You need to go through the thing and take a left.
Okay, but I'm standing right here.
Yeah.
Go through the thing, take a left.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, I'm right here.
Yeah. Wow.
0344. What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa.
I don't think I helped you out.
No, I don't think it did either. Oh. What? Oh. How do you... Oh. Okay.
Not a clue.
Weird.
I'm pretty sure that's where it says it's at. It's across from, you know, the merchant store.
Yeah.
Well,
Jump circle, which is the Stanley pair, which is the
all
opposite.
they got is like the epilogue and the infinite hole.
Infinite hole. It won't end. Boy, I hope this ain't a mistake. It's probably a mistake. Oh.
Okay.
Rim. Science is right there.
More hole.
More holes right there. Infinity is right there. Space is there. More's there. And falling happens right there.
Nice. It just keeps going.
It does just keep going. It's crazy, actually, how that happens.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
But why are you covering it up? What? Dare I? Dare I do it?
Sure. Anything else you gonna do?
That's fair.
Just walking around with your reassurance button bucket?
YOLO.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? What happens if I don't? This is the infinite hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I mean, honestly, I was gonna teleport back when that one pixel of light disappeared, but and now that I'm here, meeting at 2 p.m. Cigarette butts. Still a meeting at 2 p.m. All right.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Psych!
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Gadden?
There it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, how is this still appealing to you?
Yay!
You're obsessed with holes, but at this depth,
You damn right.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Secret tunnel, through the mountain.
Is the teddy paw button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Yeah? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Hole! Where am I going?
You're probably gonna go down to like originally where the hole was. Change your Where'd you Stanley?
Right? What the fuck? What the fuck? If I press G, is that gonna teleport me back up?
Yeah.
Press H to change my reality? Oh. Oh. That's amusing. Puppies! Look at the Bowsers! Oh, we're in space.
Yourself.
Oh. Oh. I'd like the puppies back. Puppies! Jay. Oh god, I'm a robot. I'm upside down. Whatever the hell that is. James and Giant Peach looking motherfucker. Look at this. You seen this shit? Oh, now I'm just ripped. I'm clay ripped.
Stanley!
Oh, yeah, what?
You're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I thought you left.
To miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm
Is this
looking
the whole
forward to
ending?
all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodaloo.
Okay.
Finally out of the hole.
And I'm
But you're
back.
still back here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I did. I enjoyed a hole.
Did you?
More or less. Alright, well, I'm done.
Are you going to the epilogue or the exit?
Thought, is it not the same?
I haven't looked at the map.
Let's say exit. Epilogue. Epilogue. Okay. Maybe I need to go through the exit.
You need to go towards B, which is
The reassurance bucket.
I say you need to go towards B because it looks like you got your little thing up top. Yeah, that door.
Epilogue.
Epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes. It will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, you could just take a stairs right there.
Could have.
Settings world champion.
Bring back up the achievements. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? To get this, you have to go through every single slider and option within the settings and go through every single number. I moved every slider to the maximum value and then click through to minimum. If you hold down the D-pad, it will begin to skip numbers, so either keep clicking and click and hold until 10 numbers have passed, then let go, and hold for another 10, rinse and repeat through every slider. This may not work for some people, so individual clicks might be a safer option. Make sure to enable subtitles and translation labels, as these also have sliders. Make sure to do both the general and audio pages for the settings too.
Jeez.
They make you work for those achievements. Yeah, guess who don't have time for that nonsense? I'll be back for you, babe.
You do?
What are you talking about?
Tons of time for that.
What are you talking about? You really want me to sit here?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Whoops. Wow, hold on. Oh my god, I didn't even... Oh god, okay. Oh my god! This is some bullshit. Hello?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It sure was, wasn't it? Do I have to go through all these too?
Don't know.
No, surely not, right?
Not a clue. Anyway, where's your epilogue?
I hope I don't regret my choices in life. Oh, what's wrong? I thought we had time. So we don't have time? Nice. Somehow I feel like this ain't gonna count, but you know, whatever.
There you go. Look at there.
We did it, y'all.
Now just reset your setting. Achievement locked.
Right? I earned it! Let me in! Wait, oh.
Shit.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna... There we go. Alright.
corners of the settings menu.
There we
There's
go.
nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well,
Jesus,
I
we
haven't quite
memeing.
figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
I did. I did.
So proud.
I did. Anyway, where's the epilogue at? That's new. What? Epilogue? Was that it? Really?
Don't know.
I think that was it. Okay.
Sure, I guess so.
Guess I'm getting out of here.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Okay. Random missing bag. New mug. I was kind of hoping I could push it off. Oh, okay. What is?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know
suck.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here
No.
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
It's beautiful.
Well, I
Can I
mean,
collect
it's
those?
essentially, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Where's my bumpscosity?
Wait, where?
I said, where? Where's my bumpscosity? It is.
As reigning champion, I have to. Hold on. I only play with 1,000% bumpscosity.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
You mean
No
the
one
fact
had
that you're full
showed
of
up
shit?
to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So if you want, you can hit escape, I, space bar, and M.
And what?
M. Damn, you know. Damn. It says hit. Please press escape on your keyboard for 35 milliseconds. Press what looks to be an I on your keyboard for 12. Please press spacebar on your keyboard for 58 milliseconds. And please press M on your keyboard for 34 milliseconds. Damn, doesn't do anything. I'm disappointed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
He was reissued.
He didn't know why. But he felt very reassured.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence
There it
of
is.
the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near them, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Indeed. I should have gone for the
The
speedrunning
elevator raced
achievement.
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would
Beat
be all
this
Stanley could
within
do to
like
keep himself
3 minutes and
together,
some
if not
seconds.
for the bucket, soothing him, comforting
That's
him,
not including late
reassuring that
times.
in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Nah, it's
The
easy.
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Let me in.
sets.
Let me
What horrible
in.
secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The bucket also wondered to itself.
Yes, the bucket is now.
Sentient.
Yes.
The monitors
Fantastic.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Like
What
scoop
kinds
up
of
the
things
poop?
does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His
He
own
screamed
life in
into the
someone else's
bucket.
control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I mean, I wouldn't even trust the bucket. The bucket's pretty sus.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control
running
machine.
toward the exit.
Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to ski in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was
What?
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to
I've
himself.
seen this.
As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
This again, huh?
No bucket for you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whiteboard ending. Dog mode.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
Fuck
didn't
that
make a
bucket.
single difference. Nor did it advance. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
wonder if I can
disbelief, Stanley
do the,
decided to go up to
speed
his
run now.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Since I don't have bucket to ruin things.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Shut up.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he
I know, it's why I'm on medication.
moments with some calming new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Skirt. Forgot I had to fucking bark. I was like, the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Stupid. Why do I love it, though?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped in life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true.
First?
Hadn't he really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated?
I'm gonna say it's been a slow night, because I'm not streaming Sonic.
No, he refused to believe it.
I am a dog
He
now.
couldn't accept it. His own life
Wait,
in
there we
someone
go.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That was the dog saying yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine would never again exist. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
You better wake up. Dog will get you.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
Dog's really got pee.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how
Gotta let the
much
dog out.
lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
There we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ah. Was that speed run with dog mode? Nope, apparently not. Let's run again. Let's run it again.
Viscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
Fuck.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I mean, we're no longer in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yet
We're
there
in
was not a single person here
normal.
either.
Nope.
Feeling
It still
a
says
wave
the
of
sequel is
distant
now
relief,
paused.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I wonder if it'll
Quickly
do something
climbing to a
funky,
staircase,
like
Stanley
once we
walked
close the
upstairs
game,
to his
it'll actually
boss's
register
office.
in the Steam library as the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
You kind of beat me to the punch. Hold on. Let me just... trying to speed run here, man.
It's helping you out.
Skrr. Skrr, skrr.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Just do the rest of it for me, too. Come on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, God.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sure do. Let's go.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, freedom meant nothing.
This mind control facility
go.
was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Yes.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
Okay.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
I mean, that's how I feel every day.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
That's you.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't feel like I said quite yet.
That was the proof. The heart of the
So
operation.
Kyle, though.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery...
Tell me how we got 3 hours
and a
out of Stanley
rising
Parable.
chill of uncertainty.
I know it's 2:40, but
Was it
I
over?
figure we might as well just make it a nice.
Yes.
Actually, what time you got work
He
in the
had
morning?
won. He had defeated the
Gross.
machine.
In that case, we should probably wrap this up.
Unshackled himself
Maybe
from someone
soonish.
else's command.
Tomorrow and Friday.
Freedom was
Gross.
mere moments away.
Gross.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
Gross.
reflected on how many
Not the worst,
puzzles
but
still lay
I haven't been
unsolved.
over there in a while.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from
Ugh.
the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this
And
strange
we
reveal?
run for the exit.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley...
Did you know that was on mobile now?
Nope. You know what I'm not gonna get?
That?
Yep.
Cool.
That's the last thing I need.
Son of a bitch. And it's different here too. What the hell?
I mean, you're playing the second
When
game.
Stanley
so
came to a
makes
set of
sense.
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh shit. The fucking fuck.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun
This is new.
so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office...
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an
Damn.
unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay. That was an ending. For sure, that was an ending. Well. Hello? Oh.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
What? What?
When Stanley came to a set of two
No.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
There was
But eager to get back
another-
to business,
there's another,
Stanley took the first open
another
door
path
on
over
his
there.
left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Collectible.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay, now what? Yeet.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Right. All right.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Don't do that to me. I'm fucking paranoid. How do I get... How do I... You're supposed to be able to jump out the window. I know you can. Remember that. I remember figure fighting people.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door. This was
No,
not the correct
no, I
way to the
didn't.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible
I'm going
room,
to kick
Stanley
the
for the
shit
first time,
right out
eager
of
to
you.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That one? Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
I won't
but
go
the
that
fact
way.
is that the story has been about nothing but
Onward.
you all this time.
Oh my god, there's balloons
There's
in here
someone
too.
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh yeah.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I know it's
Okay.
good for me. I might
Guess
as
what I
well
just
do
discovered? I can just hold down
This
both
is
the
Stanley.
clicks.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
What? Who? Where? Yeah, oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him
didn't.
not just with radiance, but with
Said
hope
I unplugged it.
for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah, bye.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
That's me.
Check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Time to go.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of...
I just don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna be honest
Stop
with you,
the game
dude.
for a moment, so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
I'm sorry, you what?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can't wait to unplug that phone again. Yeah?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Sounds like me, but okay. I'm not well equipped to deal with reality either. Okay.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Look at all that corruption. Kind of miss dog mode.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Bum ba bum 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 bum. Where is Fred?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
Yeah.
What, did you think that would be funny? You
Yeah.
just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
No.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say
Sounds
to
like
do
Stanley's a
something,
fucking
there's
fool.
a damn good reason for it.
Oh, okay.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Huh?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so
Oh my
hard
God,
on
he
it.
meant
I
his
tried so
left.
hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite
God,
sure
that's a
that
strobe.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
That one was tough. Gee,
When Stanley
God,
came to a set of
it
2
hurts over
open
here.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
My apologies to everyone. I have this feeling it's just gonna keep looping.
Why did
Yeah.
you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Yeah, it's gonna keep looping. Okay.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
All right.
Means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm
Okay.
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Explain.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Just
his
removed my
boss's
whole damn
office.
option here. Bathroom? Can't even use the damn bathroom. Okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Cocoa butter, shark liver oil.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Penis 6969.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I can't
You
speak.
didn't mishear me, did you? Please
I'm mute.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
I tried going to the right, but you wouldn't let me.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Neat.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Yay!
The door. Are you
Yay!
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I promise. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Do it. Kill them. Do it. Alright, that's enough. Quit to menu. Quit to desktop. Show me Stanley Parable 2. No. We played for 3 hours. How would I rate this?
Trash.
Wait. was kind of expecting it would stop me at some point.
Same.
That's not the case.
You know what you could do is you could just Control A all that and copy it, and then keep pasting as a big bulk. There you go.
It's like it's still going, but it's broken as hell. Okay, maybe that. I think I broke it. I think I broke Steam Review. Okay. Join us next week for something else.
Yippee.
Oh wait, we're are we alive? Okay, it's gone. Oh, really? Do you think? Holy shit. Okay. You ever seen it say that?
No, because I don't post reviews.
That's fair.
Still too long.
Jesus.
You'd think that it would stop you before you got that far.
Right. Where's my review? Damn it.
Hold on a little bit. Stanley Parable 6.
What the fuck?
Stanley Parable 12. Interesting.
No jumps.
Cat dog horn.
Oh,
Man.
no, really, where's my review? Whoops. Well, we're going to find out if it launches as Stanley Parable 2 or Ultra Deluxe.
Close enough.
Yeah? Yeah? Oh, that's... Yeah? You're welcome. Uh-huh. My favorite time. Okay. What?
No, Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
The fuck? Hey, there it is.
Jeez.
Someone give me awards.
No.
Fuck you. Award me. Let me go get these other 5 achievements.
Do that and we'll talk.
I did. I quit the game and I started again. Oh boy, I really hope I can go offline and trick the system into that. But okay, should be able to. I would think. So I did the first time. All right. See y'all next week for something else. Maybe more of this. Depends if Zach wants to see more endings or not. I'm fine with faffing about finding endings.
Napping about finding endings.
Bum bum ba dum bum bum ba bum bum bum. Good night, everybody.